1 million yen. Expensive! That's some serious overcharging. As we joke and laugh, the ringtone of my coil sounds. That's a really cute ringtone, actually. It was a call from Delivery Works. Hello? Oh, thank goodness it went through! Alba-chan! Yes? It's me, Yoshie! What's the matter? Oh my, it's serious! Very serious! Please listen to me and don't panic, okay? Okay. Tae-san has... Granny? She told you not to panic and you fucking panic. Granny had fallen down. After I hang up the phone call from Yoshie-san, I explained the situation to Mizuki and hurry out to Delivery Works. She fell down on her way to a patient's house where she was going to deliver some medicine that she had prescribed. She was then taken to the Delivery Works, which happened to be nearby. Anyway, I ran at full speed. My heart felt like it was about to explode, and I had no breath left. My whole body is tense, my fingers and toes tingling. Granny's collapsed from overwork before. It was because of me. It was because I made her worry all the time. I honestly regret what happened back then. When I think of actually losing Granny, I get so scared it makes me tremble. I don't want to think about it ever again. Never again. I have to get to Granny quickly. Granny! You people are just exaggerating things. Oh, whoops, that was her. That's the first thing I hear. When I rush into Delivery Works, I see Granny leaning back in a chair. After seeing that, I almost collapse on the spot. Granny had certainly fallen down. It turns out she can't move at all. In other words, she dislocated her hip. Apparently Yoshie-san, who made the call, had seen Granny in pain and was frightened to death. As soon as I enter the shop, she apologizes earnestly with an "I'm so sorry!" Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed, but I'm also glad it's nothing serious. What a relief. That said, Granny can't walk, so I have to carry her home. Aww. That's actually really cute. Really, you people are just exaggerating things. Granny complains about the same thing as earlier while on my back. I walk home slowly to avoid moving her too much. It can't be helped. Everyone's worried about you, Granny. I am too. I'm still healthy enough. I know that, but still. Oh my goodness, little Ren! Ah! Behind us, Ren follows, tapping along with his small legs. When I can't move a little, you treat me like I'm going to die right away. Ow! Don't kick me! Anyway, let's go to the hospital tomorrow, okay? Since Granny is quite rowdy for her age, I'm afraid I might drop her. And she was light. I never really thought too much about it, but was she always this small? This is the first time I'd ever carried her on my back. Thinking back, you used to be the one to carry me around. I was just talking about the past. Because you always went off on your own. On my own? Yes, I would always look for a moment, and before I knew it, you were gone! Or look away for a moment, sorry. Is that so? I can't remember at all. I'd get lonely. Lonely? Why? Because you only started going off on your own once your parents were gone. I see. My memory of my parents is hazy, but I do remember the times when Granny carried me on her back. It was warm and smelled like her. I would always calm down. Well, that was when you were small, so I won't blame you, but now you're all grown up and stupid. That's just how it is. At this age, it's normal to act differently than you did as a kid. Nobody said anything about that. Granny, could you carry me on your back like in the old days? A challenge, seeing as we're both healthy enough. Don't spout nonsense. Are you trying to kill me? I'm just joking. Granny. What is it? Your light. Shut your hole! Ouch! I'm slapped hard on the side of my head. But for some reason, I begin to feel happy and smile to myself. I'm so relieved that Granny's safe. When I think that someday this noisiness will be gone, I feel lonely. I walk silently in the darkening road, feeling Granny's warmth on my back. Aww, they're so cute! Ah, I'm about to die from cuteness overload. The next morning, I carried Granny on my back again and took her to the neighboring hospital. I thought I'd take the day off from my part-time job just in case, and called Hagasan. Even though it was called a hospital, this is the old resident district, so it meant the facilities were old and small. There were few doctors, and it was always crowded. It was wearing down here and there, and it couldn't be complimented on how sanitary it was either. But all the people in the hospital were kind. They knew Granny from earlier, and when I called, they said we would come immediately. Granny hated going to the hospital, and always said she could take care of herself, but today she obediently underwent the medical examination. Perhaps she had been enduring the pain out of pride. They said her hip wasn't that bad, and it could be treated at home, so I carried Granny home after the examination. When I laid Granny on a futon inside, she said she'd only be sleeping, so I should go to my job already. I was still worried, but once Granny begins speaking, she won't listen to anything. When I talked with Hagasan on the phone, and he said it was okay if I could come in as soon as I could for now, and I decided to go to the shop. That baby doll! Incoming mail! What do we have? No subject, from Kojaku. I feel uneasy as I go into the shop, and eventually I receive a message. It's from Kojaku. Let's take a look. Mizuki. I saw Mizuki, but something seemed strange. When I talked to him, he kept spacing out and wouldn't react. I think you'd be better off listening instead of me. If you have time, contact him. I'll come talk about the details later. Something must be strange if Kojaku even sent me a message about it. Maybe he really is overdoing it. No. No. Please no. I leave the counter, walk towards the toilet, and call Mizuki. He's not gonna answer. Ah. Hello? Mizuki? Aoba? Huh? What's the matter? Good, he answered the phone. I feel a little relieved. Nothing. I don't really have anything important to say. I just wanted to talk. What? We just saw each other yesterday. You're a weird guy. Nah. I was just wondering if you're okay. Of course I am. Why? Because when we met yesterday, I thought you didn't seem so hot. Just a little, though. So you called because you were worried? Thanks, but I'm okay. Really? Yeah. Alright. Well then, let's talk some more another time. Right. Bye then. After the call, I sighed and head back to the counter. There was no life in Mizuki's voice after all. He said he was okay, but I didn't listen too deeply. But on top of Granny falling down yesterday, my worries just kept growing. I hope they're just imaginary fears. I spend the rest of the afternoon worrying about Mizuki and Granny, unable to concentrate on work. Holy crap. This is intense. Or has been. When I come back home after my part-time job, I restlessly try to open the lock on the front door. I wonder if Granny behaved herself. However, I stop my hand halfway. Something strange. Huh? When I insert the key, something feels different. Don't tell me. It's open. The door isn't locked. Did I go out without locking it again? This is bad. Granny's inside. What do I do if something happened? The bonds between people in the community are strong, but security isn't tight, and it wasn't uncommon to hear of thieves. I feel sick of my own forgetfulness, and I enter the house, listening carefully. There doesn't seem to be any sign. I take off my shoes and enter the corridor before heading straight to Granny's room. I open the door quietly and peep inside to find Granny sleeping buried under the futon. Looks like nothing happened. I heave a sigh of relief and return to the corridor. I stop going up the stairs. Something felt strange. It's quiet in the house because Granny was sleeping, and there's nothing particularly strange. Is it my imagination? I twist my neck as I walk up the stairs and open the door to my room. Inside, I realize it wasn't just my imagination. Oh, great. What's all this? Not that it's anything to brag about, but my room was never particularly clean. There were books and magazines piled up on the floor, and there were also so many things I just left there because cleaning up would be a pain. But I don't remember it being this dirty. The room is a complete mess, almost like a storm blew its way through it. There are no places left to stand, everything has been pulled out, and even the table was turned over. And in the middle of it all sits something that I would have never wanted to see. A person is sitting in front of the computer monitor, just boldly sitting there. I can only think of one thing this person might want. It's just like what I was thinking of earlier. Thief! What are you doing in someone else's room? Oh God. Ugh. I don't like him. I really do not like him much. The person in front of the computer looks up slowly as if he only realizes my presence. He's a completely unfamiliar face, and I've never seen him before in my life. He seems to be about the same age as me. Welcome back. What? Who are you? Why are you in my room? By the way... He ignores me as I tremble with anger and taps on the keyboard with his middle finger. Hey, I didn't say you could touch that! I don't understand the data inside of here at all. What's this even supposed to be? Even the all-made remodeling program here is complicated. Who the hell are you? Like hell I'd tell you, just get out! The man laughs through his nose as if he's looking down on me and stands up. Hey you, don't you know who I am? What? I think you do know though. I don't know you at all. You've got the wrong guy. The man looks into my eyes and opens his mouth slowly. This time, it is such an honor. So let's have a fun game, shall we? What? I've heard that somewhere before. What? Where was it? I've got a very unpleasant feeling. Still don't know? The man takes something out of his pants pocket. It's something full of rabbit heads. A keychain. The sky. Satisfied with my reaction, the man drops the keychain and looks at me. It was a pretty entertaining setup, wasn't it? Misdirected home delivery and all. Were you the drive-byer back then? And the home delivery? Were you the one that ordered from us? Yeah, when I investigated various things, I found out you worked there, so I thought I'd have you come to me. I paid in advance, so there's no problems for the shop, right? That's not the issue. I recall how I completely, at a loss Hagasan... Wait, what? I recall how completely at a loss Hagasan was. Okay. And the anger wells up. By the way, it was like that before too, but when we did rhyme, what did you do? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb, I'm asking you how you beat me. Beat you? During that drive-by thing. Did I beat this guy?